I was told at one point that, like, especially when I had my hair care company, that I needed to be posting like 2 or 3 times a day. And it was like the most overwhelming thing for me because I hate marketing. No, I think I just hate social media. Like, I'm not good at the stuff. I'm not good at it. Maybe I don't hate it. Maybe I hate it because I'm not good at it. Whatever. I'm not great at it. So it's just like it's like the one thing I just don't want to do.
So it's like stressful.
It's stressful. That's what it is. It's like overwhelming to be like, oh my God, I have to create 3 posts a day.
Yeah.
I have to post every single day. Like, what would you say, like, if I wanted to put my top of the funnel information out and try to get it to people organically, like, how would I maneuver on social to best get that outcome? What's up, y'all? I'm Lauren.
And I'm Adrienne.
And this is the Two Mics, Two Glasses podcast,
where 2 best friends discuss business ownership and life.
I did that like it, like synchronized. What up? All right, so what's going on? What you been going through? What you been doing?
I actually had a crazy day today. Well, not too crazy, but I saw something really crazy. It was kind of funny. I was going to lunch nearby, my apartment. And as I was like walking home, there was this guy walking on the opposite side of the sidewalk. And then there was a girl that he was passing. So they were going like this. But when they crossed, he sneezed and he was like, his snot flew everywhere and his snot touched her. It flew on her. And so then she was about to fight him after. So we were just like, look at, so she's like, you just sneezed on me. And he's like, nah, like, oh, whatever. Like, you shouldn't have been in my way. And she's like, you see, like, she started getting really mad that he didn't say sorry or anything. So he keeps walking the opposite direction. She turns around. She starts running after him. And they turned the corner. I didn't know what happened after that. But what? It was crazy.
That's the end.
That's the end. But I drove by.
Did you see anything on the news?
No. Well,
okay.
I don't know if it's newsworthy. He was
homeless or sort of like.
Too.
Oh, he was homeless.
So it was like dirty.
A dirty.
Oh, it was so gross, but it was actually kind of comical. And there were these 3
I don't care if you're homeless. If you snot on me like that,
it's so disgusting.
I don't care where you live.
So disgusting.
Because that's the most disgusting thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Ew, I don't even want my husband to snot on me. Ugh. Or kids. Ugh.
But yes, it was memorable. I'm glad I just remembered that crazy experience. What's been going on with you?
I don't even know how to follow that. What's it? Oh, I did get to go to this really good concert. Samara Joy is a jazz singer from, I think she's from New York, from the Bronx. And we went to her concert up in Jersey with my mom and her friend.
Oh, cool.
So it was like me and my sister and then my mom and the girls. It was kind of fun to watch, just like going to be us in the future, basically. But that concert was amazing. If you have not seen Samara Joy or like followed her, like I bought an album. She is amazing. Like,
her name sounds familiar.
She won Grammy for the best new artist, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or best new artist and best jazz album, maybe, or jazz record.
Does she have like a well-known song?
I think one of her most popular songs is "Can't Get Out of This Mood." Like, can't get out of this mood. It's jazz, so
I'll look.
I have an old soul. I don't know how many people my age are like going to jazz concert. Actually, going to the concert, might have been me and my sister probably were the youngest.
Yeah,
one of the youngest. So, but it was packed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it showed up for her. She's amazing. Like, the things she can do with her voice is ridiculous.
How old do you think she is?
She's like 24.
Oh, she's that young.
Yeah, she like talking about graduating from college and going on tour for the first time. Like, she's so like not childlike, but she's just so like pure still. The industry hasn't gobbled her, and I think her family might be in the industry, so she's like kind of knows how to navigate, it seems.
And that's a good like realm to be in. Like, the jazz world is not so
No, the predators are all over the industry. I don't know if I want to say that, but
Yeah.
it seems like she is unscathed because she just has this like beautiful light about her. So that concert was great.
Nice.
It was really nice.
What are we drinking today?
Girl, we have a Shiraz. It is called Penfolds, I believe. Is it Penfolds? Yeah, I think. Yeah. We both got to read. We can't see. I
Y'all
can't
can
see this
see it
far.
now, so.
I cannot see from this far. It is what it is. But cheers to. Mm. Ooh. This is good. Actually, we had this wine. We went to Hell's Kitchen for our anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a bottle of this wine. It's not this exact one. It's like another version of it that I think might just be for restaurants, but it was so good. It was, it might have been, I think it was. Might have been like a blend of certain things. Like DeAndre was like, we need something close to Prisoner. And I was looking like, oh, yeah.
And you were able to taste it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
And it was so good. So, he be going to Total Wine and shopping and getting stuff. But anyway, this is the one he got, and it's really good. I like it. Okay. So what are we talking about today?
Something keeps pulling me back.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. Who sings that song?
Is it Chingy?
Is it Chingy?
I think it might be Chingy.
Throwback.
Correct us if we're wrong, but I think it's Chingy.
Okay. I don't know none of the rest of the words, but that's okay.
So we talk about the sales funnels
pulling us in. Get with the
yes, exactly. So
yeah, what is a sales funnel?
Yeah, so sales funnel. We just gonna start with an example. So when you're online shopping, mm-hmm. and so let's say you are on FentyBeautyForYou.com.
Got me in a chokehold. Rihanna got me in a chokehold with all the skincare.
Yes, for me, it is the lip bar. I forgot the owner's name, but she's fabulous. Black owned.
Oh, lip bar is black owned?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I can't believe I can't remember her name either because her face is like a no good face. But anyway, so when you go to the websites, especially if it's like your first time going to the website or first time wanting to purchase from them, you know how like a pop-up comes up and it's like, enter your email for 10% off your first purchase.
And text messages nowadays.
Yeah, so then you enter your email or phone or whatever, and then it's like, text this number if you want the coupon. So then they got your email and your phone number. But you do get the coupon for 10% off. And then once you get that coupon, you get all these other emails from them. Every other day for ongoing, yeah. And eventually, hopefully you purchase from them, or at least that's the goal.
So that information is super valuable to them. So they've created ways to lure you into getting it, right?
Yeah. Basically, they've created a sales funnel. So that is like the basics of the sales funnel. So a sales funnel is basically an automated way for you to bring in new leads, nurture them, and ideally get them to become a customer or client of yours.
And this is, you said automated, so I'm not doing anything for this to happen.
If you have a good sales funnel, you shouldn't be doing anything once the sales funnel is already like set up. Yeah.
And so like, what is the purpose? Like, what is like, ultimately, if I am trying to implement a sales funnel into my business, like, what is the most optimal outcome of that?
Sales, customers, clients, money.
For every single one?
Pretty much. So like, I mean, there's a lot of different components of sales funnel. So there's like different stages of the sales funnel, but the main purpose is for there to be an automated way that you bring in more leads. Then they are nurtured over time, because usually it takes at least 7 touch points for your business to touch them before they feel comfortable to purchase from you.
Wow.
And then to get them to do a sale. And then, they can become repeat customers, and there's things you can be doing then. But the ultimate goal is for them to become a sale. And it doesn't just have to be for like e-commerce businesses. It also works well for service businesses.
Tell me more. Okay, so You said there were different parts of the funnel. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, so think of like a V.
A womb.
Is that a womb? So sales funnel is like a V, and in the V, there are 3 different sections. So there's a top section, a middle section, and a bottom section. So it's called top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. Basically, the top of the funnel is the biggest, widest part, when you're thinking of V.
So you're casting a wide net?
Yeah, so it's going to have the most amount of people in it. It's going to be a very wide net. And usually that part is like exposed to the most amount of people. So the top of the funnel is like basically a cold lead. So it's somebody that is newly learning about you for the first time. So your goal as a marketer,
the bane of my existence.
yes. But as a business owner, you a marketer, you finance, your operations, your sales, so
HR.
Yes, HR and yourself. But yeah, so the top of the funnel basically is where most of the people are going to follow. Everybody has to get through the top of the funnel to make it
get down to the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, for the most part.
So that has to be like really sexy, right? Like whatever the top of that funnel is to get people like to go into it has to be like, appealing, super appealing.
Something to grab them in. So like for Fenty and the lip bar, they're like, let me give you this 10% off. And then sometimes you get emails where you're like, it's a sale, so you're like, ooh, 20% off or buy one, get one free and stuff. So like those type of things are ways that you can have at the top of your funnel. Other ways, especially for service businesses, would be a free lead magnet.
Oh, we have some of those. Okay.
Yeah, so
like,
what do
okay.
you think a lead magnet is? Since you
When I think of a lead magnet, I think of, for our service at least, like free information.
Okay.
Or like a guide of some sort on how to do something financial wise. So for example, we have a lead magnet called like the 10 profit boosting strategies. So it just gives you strategies that you can do or implement that don't cost you anything, but it's really just like taking a closer look at your numbers, implement this strategy, and it should help you to boost your profit with little additional money spent.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So that's like free information that we're giving. And I think what it does is it helps us to be more of a resource and like more trusted because we are able to teach you something that you don't already know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And honestly, like at the top of the funnel, trust is not that important. That's more important for like the middle of the funnel. But it definitely is like a beginning part of looking to you as an expert in your industry or looking to your company as an expert because you're putting out this guide saying, I know how to save you money or I know how to whatever, give you this result, whatever is the desired result. And then the goal for the consumer is to read it and be able to implement that information for free. Well, they got your information for free, even though you guys are charging thousands, So they're like, yes, free information from this company that I would have to pay big bucks, to get it. So as long as it's valuable information that could potentially be sold, but you're giving it for free, it could be a good lead.
Oh. Okay. And should that type of information be at the top or should it be in the middle?
That type of information, I would say like a guide, a checklist, a module of a course, like a free course. The more valuable the thing is, so like you want to think of it like, oh my God, this is so good. I would sell this for XYZ price, but I'm not going to sell them and give it for free because the more valuable the content is, the more enticing it will be for the audience to sign up. And your main goal of the top of the funnel is just to get their contact information, to get their email.
So that valuable information should be at the top of the funnel and be like, that's the sexy.
That's the draw. Yeah, I mean, sexy, like enticing. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Because when I think of sexy, I'm like, ooh, what is what are we saying?
Wait.
Like, I think of like, when I think of sexy, I think of like the item has to like look sexy.
Oh,
Stuff. You have some
sexy
brands
as
that are like
in
sexy.
appealing. Like, you know, if you see a picture of who fine right now,
Boris.
Kofi,
Oh, cool.
Boris.
We go age appropriate. We go at age appropriate.
Oh, age appropriate. Idris.
Idris isn't much better. He older too.
Kofi is young. He's like 20. Is that age
He's
appropriate?
20s?
Is he not?
Hopefully he's not.
Wait, so Queen Sugar been out for like
A while.
Dang.
Because it's been off for a while. I think
it's off?
I think it's done.
Oh my God.
But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
I'm so okay.
But I think
He's 30.
Kofi is more age appropriate than Idris and
How's
Boris.
Idris not age appropriate?
Because I think that he's like almost 50, right?
You wouldn't date a 50-year-old?
I would.
Girl. If he looked like Idris Elba?
I mean, I've been open to 50-year-olds as someone in my late 30s, single, formerly single and mingling in my late
Girl,
30s.
you can't tell the truth right now. We're supposed to keep lying. They won't know how old we are.
But I mean, we talk about ages. But anyway, okay, so let's relate it back. So, okay, this man is sexy and what?
Idris Elba.
How does that relate to the sales funnel?
I mean, it make you look like you're going to stop and look. Something that's going to catch your eye, make you stop and look, make you like something that's intriguing. If I see a commercial, even with Denzel is definitely not age appropriate, but I love me some Denzel. I still see Mo Better Blues Denzel when I see Denzel. Okay.
It's something about salt and pepper too.
Ooh.
Like little salt and pepper beans.
Child. Lord.
But I feel like as I've gotten older is getting more attractive to me. So I don't really.
We aunties. Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah, fine.
But when I see something with Denzel, I'm going to look, oh, what's that? What's Denzel in, right?
Yeah.
So something has to be sexy and appealing at the top of your funnel to be like, oh, let me stop and see what that is.
Yeah.
So for Fenty, it's always a coupon. For Fashion Nova, your favorite place ever, it's always 1,000 coupons for Fashion Nova. They'd be like, free shipping?
Yeah. But you know the funny thing about it, so with like Fashion Nova and with some of those other ones, we're getting those offers because we're already on their list. So like if you get like a free shipping email, it means that somewhere you already opted in at the top of the funnel and now you're in the middle of the funnel. So
you know what it reminds me of is those Instagram things that I always get sucked into. Like I always fall for like some like hair. Like there's always some weave. I know one that really got me was Go Sleek or no, innovative weaves or something. Like they have the undetectable parts. Like those wigs and stuff, they got me. They got me.
And you didn't follow them yet?
No.
Yeah.
So that came up in my ads.
So that's top of the funnel. So the ways that you get people. So basically, the top of the funnel, you want to get as many people as you can, and then the leads are kind of qualified down the road because all these people that are coming in might not all be good prospects for you. And for like the hair people, you know, not everybody that clicks on their ad is necessarily going to be a right fit. You know, for the business. But on the top of the funnel, your main goal is to get people to engage with it and hopefully give their email, give some type of contact information. So the way that you do that is you can either do it organically or you could do it through paid ads. So that hair ad that you saw, they paid to get in front of you. It said sponsored, I'm sure.
Yes.
And so they're paying to get in front of you, which usually you can put money towards something and get in front of your target audience a lot quicker and to more people than organically, you know, because organic, you have to have an audience, you know.
That's true.
And then, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. But yeah. That's basically the top funnel.
Okay. So top of the funnel, the important things to remember are that it's really attractive, something very attractive that's going to grab attention.
Yeah, something that you would like, something that would have a monetary value. It's so good that you would charge for it, but you're not.
But you're giving it away for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing is you need to make sure that it's getting in front of the right people. So organically is an option, but likely you're putting the most ad dollars behind that one? Or are you putting
So organic is free.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're using ads, like ideally you want to use organic because it's free, right? But if I'm putting ads, if I'm thinking of like a funnel and ad sense, like I only have a finite amount of money to spend on ads. would it make more sense to put the most amount of money at the top of the funnel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you really want to, once you have somebody's contact information, your customer journey is what's going to like lead them to be a client. So if you need to spend money on something in ads, you want to spend, especially as a smaller business, you want to spend it getting
that information.
Because most small businesses have the issue with bringing in the leads. Like you're like, I only got however many people on my email list. I don't have that many people on me. You get them on your email list by having a funnel and having an ad or whatever. Yeah. But if you did, I do want to quickly talk about the organic. If you don't want to spend money on it, the way that you can get in front of people is you can post it on your social feeds. You can post it. You could send an email to your list and tell people to share it with people that they know. So send an offer or something to them. You could DM it to strangers, on Instagram.
Cold marketing.
It's very cold. It's very cold. But yes.
Chilly.
If you're in person, you could give a flyer or something that has some type of offer that they go to a link to download. So there are ways to do it organically. It's just harder.
As far as organic, like drumming up things organically, I was told at one point that, like, especially when I had my hair care company, that I needed to be posting like 2 or 3 times a day. And it was like the most overwhelming thing for me because I hate marketing. No, I think I just hate social media. Like, I'm not good at the stuff. I'm not good at it. Maybe I don't hate it. Maybe I hate it because I'm not good at it. Whatever. I'm not great at it. So it's just like, it's like the one thing I just don't want to do.
So it's like stressful.
It's stressful. That's what it is. It's like overwhelming to be like, oh my God, I have to create 3 posts a day. I have to post every single day. Like, what would you say, like, if I wanted to put my top of the funnel information out and try to get it to people organically, like, how would I maneuver on social to best get that outcome?
Yeah. So a lot of people think that, like, you need to be posting, like, oh, let me create this quote image. Let me create this pretty video. Let me create, like, they're in Canva.
You know what I need to do is have, like, a booty shot. You know them girls that be wearing them pants that make you look like your booty big, like with the little thing in the middle? And then they be like
where the cheeks are not compressed.
Yeah. And then they look back and they be like,
I mean,
my course.
Audience.
They be like, take my course. And then they booty be like,
let's see if DeAndre improves. Yeah, that all depends on the audience.
I had to give me some booty leggings. I need some booty.
I mean, are you looking for men that want to look at your booty?
Are they gonna pay me?
Do you want them?
They might not be paying for the right thing. I need them to pay for accounting services. Yeah.
So anyway.
I'm just asking what's attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's attractive.
The way that you get content,
it works for fitness, I guess.
I have no comment on this because neither one of us have tried that, and and also our industry, it probably wouldn't be. You just be selling yourself, but it's not really. You don't want the client that is just lusting after you. Like, it's tell you in advance.
True.
It's not a fun experience unless they're paying you a lot of money. But
oh, so you've been there. Story for another day.
Not exactly. Instagram, you posted. There's always going to be like some people that are, some people are following you for your content, like your information, and some people are following for aesthetics or whatever. But yes, another conversation.
Adrian, wait. Oh, okay.
Let me get a drink. Hold on. Let me get this out before I forget it in like 2 seconds. Well, not forget it. Okay, before I lose my train of thought.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so people are saying, "Oh, you need to post so frequently or whatever." What I recommend with the sales funnel and posting is if you're just a small business, you just started, or maybe you didn't just start, but you're like building your audience. You maybe have under 1,000 followers or even over 1,000, but you're trying to build it. The best way to build it is to have a link to your lead magnet in your profile. So if you're on Instagram, you're going to have your link be the lead magnet. Or if you have a link tree, make the first link in your link tree place for them to download the lead magnet. And you need to have something in the profile that says something about that lead magnet, like download 5 steps, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Or whatever, pointing to your link. I recommend that. And then as far as content, it's really about quality over quantity. But the best way to establish yourself online and to get people is to post yourself being an expert. So if you're talking about accounting and finance, if you created a topic like 5 tips on how to do better bookkeeping or save more money in your finances, and then you record it yourself talking about it, and it could be one long video, and maybe you break it up into little reels, or maybe you just record little reels. That type of content is going to go much farther than like a quote or an image with all this text, or
So basically, in like somewhat human interaction is what's going to get you. Okay, so
it's establishing yourself as an industry expert. So what you want to do, like you have that content.
Oh, like Money Talk. Every Thursday at 2 o'clock.
What platforms they should?
Oh, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Okay. Lauren
and
Nicole.
No, it's actually on Mitchell Consulting.
Okay, Mitchell Consulting.
On Mitchell Consulting. So Money Talks would be considered a great way to organically meet new people, because I am coming every week talking about all things business finance.
Yes, and the way that you can maximize on that is how long is a video? 30 minutes?
No, it's like between 10 and 15 minutes.
Okay, so the best people, like our attention span, like 90 seconds or less. If they really know you and like you, maybe 3 minutes or less. So if you broke that 10-minute video into 10 1-minute video reels, it's a good way. And then if you have the right hashtags, you'll have people that are searching those hashtags that land on your content. So that's the best way. And then you can plug your lead magnet in the video or in the caption and link in bio, and then they go to your profile and see it.
So I wanted to clarify a couple of things you mentioned, because I don't know if everybody knows. But Linktree is a free website. They have premium options, but it's a free website where you can...
Still on the free plan. I'm
still on the free plan too, yeah. And you can basically put all the links you want everybody to get from, like, all the links related to you, and you can put a link on your Instagram or whatever platform, and it'll take them to this other website that just has everything you want on it. So it could be like book a call.
It's like a landing magnet.
Yeah, it's like a landing page with all the links relevant to your business at the time. So it's very easy to change. If you have different campaigns you're running, you can like change it up. So Linktree is it's a great thing to have as a new owner in general. But if you don't know, that's what Linktree is. And it's like spelled weird, so just Google it.
Just type Linktree and
it'll come up.
Whatever
But make sure that you have that, because it's a very easy way for people checking you out online or like on socials to just book a call, to find your website, to find other links that are important to your business.
Yeah. And as you're like promoting on Instagram or other platforms, you're probably going to want to plug different content like this. Check out our blog post. Check out this. Check out that. Download this free lead magnet. So it's a good way to allow your followers to only have to do like a couple clicks.
Yeah.
Because if they got to do more than 2 clicks, they're
not doing it.
They clicking out.
And on Instagram, they only allow you to have a certain amount of links, I think. So it's like you can put links, like you can put it in your bio, but like it's
which is a new thing, put in like multiple links. Like
it was like before it was only one link. Now you can put multiple links, but then like it still abbreviates it to fit in a certain amount of space, so you can't put too much information in your bio and stuff like that. So, like the Linktree just allows you to put several, and it's part of.
I'm sure you're enjoying this episode, but we wanted to quickly pop in to let you know about the cool swag we're wearing today. AMW Apparel is a line of inspirational and entrepreneurial clothing for those looking to stand out and make a statement to their following. We provide comfortable and high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops, and more. Enter code 2 mics 2 glasses, which is the number 2, MICS, the number 2 again, GLASSES, with no spaces, for 10% off your first order at shopwithamw.com. Link in the description. We appreciate your support.
real clean.
Yeah, like
It's like
branded and cool. But
Yeah.
so that's what I would recommend. Starting out or just trying to build your following, you want to establish yourself as an industry expert. So if you can post content where you are giving them advice for free or whatever, and then you want to capitalize that by, giving them a call to action, which would be to download your free lead magnet. That's the easiest way to build your audience.
Okay. So that's the top of the funnel.
Yeah.
Now we got to get to the middle of the funnel.
Yeah. The top of the funnel is probably the most important because that's how you get them in. Once they're in the funnel, it's all about what you're doing.
So you're like weeding people out basically, or
they may be weeding themselves out.
Okay.
But okay, so the middle of the funnel is basically warm leads. So these are people that have already opted in. So they already have some level of interest in your business and have heard about it. And usually they're being nurtured. So you can give them content that maybe is a little bit longer, a little bit more in detail. They're prime for like spending more time on your content, and they may be even interested in opting into like a webinar or a round table. So these are people that are like more engaged. Yeah. Because these other people have never heard of you. They're just like,
they're like scrolling, blah, blah, blah. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, I'll put mine in. Right. I don't want to spend time on this, though. Next.
Yeah. So the middle of the funnel, the best way to work with or deal with people in the middle of the funnel, because sometimes they're not ready to buy yet. They still, like I said, 7 touch points. So this is where you're getting those touch points in. What I would recommend is creating a series of emails that are automated. So I like to do something called the Magic 8, where is 8 emails that I schedule to go out every 3 days or so, and it covers about 30 days when you do that. So once they opt into that lead magnet, you have them in your email marketing system, and those emails start going out a few days later.
Okay. And they're getting email every couple of days for 30 days. Do you use a specific system to automate your emails?
Yeah, so like you guys can go back to our automation. Well, I think it was automated.
Our tech stack?
Yeah, our tech stack. Excuse me.
What was it called again? Computer Love.
We'll put a caption.
Yes. Come here. They always be like, you can find that video here.
And we gonna put it there. All right. But anyway, so Computer Love, yes. So if you go back to that, go to the email marketing section. But yeah, so the emails, I'm sure a lot of people were like, well, where I put an email?
Right. I had that question.
So the goal of these emails is for them to learn more about your company, learn more about you, learn more about your offerings, learn more about customers who've had good experiences with you, learn more about the outcomes that you can help them achieve. So for e-commerce, it'll look a little bit different, but for service businesses, just have like each email talk about different things. So like one email could be a customer testimonial where you really talk about the story that customer went through, working with you.
Also, maybe like a case study.
Yeah.
And then you can say, I know when we did it in Magic 8, because I had to like rewrite them, it was like, hi, this is me. It was kind of like this is why I'm credible, sort of. And this is my story and what I've been through, and I made it to the other side of that, and that's how I know I can help you. Now, that's service-based. Product-based, I know would probably look a lot different. Yeah. But
I don't know. So for product-based, I don't know. I mean, some of it is similar. So you definitely can do like the customer testimonials before and afters and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
For product-based, you could do about the owner, about the origin story.
And like not make people, but like when you tell your personal story, I know that it always makes people more interested in what you have to offer, what you're there. Like if I went to a site and it was like, we are Black owned and we started from the ground up and we have curated these products from this experience or this service from this experience, it just makes me want to kind of learn more.
Right.
Because that's what's interesting to me. So it's a good thing to tell your background because you'll attract people that are interested in you and what you're doing. And it will weed out people who you don't necessarily want as clients. I know for us, like, I don't necessarily want everybody calling and booking a call.
Right.
Because that's time spent like time wasted.
Right.
So sometimes it's good that you're like telling a story and giving more information, and then people who aren't that interested in it will kind of fall off.
Yeah. And as some people get scared of like unsubscribes. They're like, oh my God, if I email so much, they're going to unsubscribe from my list. But you want them to unsubscribe. You want to filter your email list to a place where your target prospect is like on that list. So,
that's a good point.
It doesn't matter. You want to get a whole bunch of people in on the top.
Quality or quantity.
Yeah. Well, the top is about quantity.
The middle is more quality.
Yes, quality.
Okay.
So that's middle of the funnel. So middle of funnel is they're being nurtured, they're being nurtured, and you may send them a webinar. They're more likely to like join in on like some type of session.
Something that's
longer. And a little bit, the content may be a little deeper too.
Okay. That is really good information.
Yeah. And then now bottom of the funnel.
Ooh.
So the bottom of the funnel is typically the people that you would have prospect calls with.
Okay.
Or they're right before the step of like booking a prospect call. So someone can move from middle of funnel to bottom funnel really quickly by, if you have a call to action in your emails, which you should.
Every email.
Yes. All the Magic 8 emails definitely have a call to action.
And a call to action is what?
Call to action is telling them something to do. What do you want them to do next?
Book a call. Watch my YouTube.
Yeah, so if you're a service business, usually it'll be to book a free consultation.
Or join us on our webinar, like you said.
Yeah, join us on our webinar is still kind of middle of the funnel.
Okay.
Once they're like really like at the part of taking action, it's like bottom.
Book a call.
Funnel, yeah.
So in my middle of the funnel email list, I want to put in calls to action that will bring them to the bottom of my funnel, which for me would be book a call, get on my calendar, let's talk about your needs.
Yeah, like in a very simplistic form, you have a lead magnet, you have an automated set of emails that go out, in all of those emails is a call to action at the bottom. So they could ideally move very quickly between being at the top to booking a call with you.
Okay. So bottom of the funnel is action.
It's like either action or right before the action. So sometimes people like, let's say you have a really high price point. Let's say you are a manufacturer and your products that you create are like $50,000 or something.
Oh, like bulk sales or something. Like you have to buy a lot.
Maybe it's a construction business and it's it's like something that's expensive.
Yeah.
It may take people longer to get to the point where they're at ready to be at the bottom of the funnel. So some of those people, the way that type of business would analyze that is by seeing how engaged they were to those email series. So they're like, oh, they opened every email, or, oh, they opened every email and they went to my website, because that's another conversation for another episode. But there are things that you can do to really like figure out who on your list is being more engaged.
Like a healthier contact than others.
Yeah. And I guess healthy, is it? It's more like a hot lead, like a warm lead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because if they're like looking all on your website, they open all your emails, they click this link,
they click on that link,
you sit in this,
but they still haven't taken action.
Yeah. Well, they haven't taken the book a call action.
Right.
So you can do things in that. So bottom of the funnel would be like a case studies. So if you have like written out case studies of success stories,
sending that through email.
So you have it on the website, and then you could send it to them via email. It could be a white paper. So for B2B businesses, they're trying to convince another business to buy from them. So kind of drawing back to the case study, they could have a white paper, which a lot of people are like, what is a white paper?
Yeah, what is that?
White paper is kind of like a guide. So
like how to work with us?
Think of the guides from the top of the funnel.
Okay.
But think of it being more meaty. So not only is it giving like 5 steps on, getting your bookkeeper or whatever, but it also gives like a case study and testimonials from your previous clients. You may also have, collaborated with another business that is either similar or in some type of complementary area where they're giving their input. So both of you businesses are coming together you have research in there, you have statistics. So it's a lot more meaty, and usually it's pretty long.
Oh, like a report of some sort, or like a...
It's a report, but it's more like a book. Like it's more like informational. Like they should have like a lot of knowledge about. Usually it's like it's like research almost. Like, so if you're like, should I? It's hard to talk about it for our businesses because it's like we don't really need it like that. But like when I worked at educational software company, and they sold financial aid management software to colleges. So the colleges is like, why should I automate my financial aid management software? So this document had us paired with some other business, and we're talking about just the importance of automation and what are the steps to do it. And then we have our clients that are saying, well, we used our, product to automate it. These were our results. So it's like a lot more meaty. It's for someone who's really looking for in-depth research about.
And as a graduate of a Black college, everybody needs an automated financial aid system. I don't know what that... Listen, I'm just saying.
I know. And unfortunately, when I was working there, I don't know if they had any Black colleges that had signed up, which is sad.
Oh.
It's sad.
Well, we need the funding, one.
Yeah.
Two, maybe it was like a character building exercise. The runaround, the administrative runaround. Everybody's done it. If you've been to a Black college, you've done it. And now it helps you be prepared to do your due diligence, because when you get to the front of that line in financial aid, if you don't have your stuff together, you're going to be running somewhere else. And you don't want to do that.
I'm still like kind of scarred.
I'm going to book a bar.
Well, I'm still kind of scarred too, because I don't want to tarnish any school's names, but with no school specific in name,
they already know where we went.
I have some business with some schools.
Oh,
and I'm still waiting on checks from them.
No,
2 months later.
I need to do that.
It does not. The runaround does not end. The financial stuff.
Sending checks.
Businesses. Well, I mean, companies, like if you're contracting with them. You're right. I mean, the positive would be optimal. Yeah. So anyway, but I'm not gonna mention any names.
We're gonna let it go. Let it go.
But
get together.
But yeah. So
read the white paper.
Bottom of the funnel is like they are ripe for picking to book a call with you. So they may not have booked it yet, but they are very close to it. And sometimes there's an additional action you could take to bring them over that. Yeah. Maybe it's a really good offer, or I don't know.
Like some sort of assessment or consultation specific to what they might need.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. It could be a deeper discount. It could, it just depends. But you don't want to send it to everybody. You want to send it to the.
So you can do research to see who's really hot and give them something to push them over the edge.
Yeah.
So that would be bottom of the funnel. It's like you're a hot lead. We've done the research to see that you're a hot lead within our systems. We're going to send you this little extra discount to make you go ahead and say yes to whatever we have.
Hopefully that's the goal.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, those are all of the stages for the most part.
So going from top to bottom of the funnel, like how long should that take? It varies.
It definitely varies, yeah. But if we're just using my like simplistic example of the lead magnet, the 8 emails over, a 30-day period, and then them booking a call
to action.
Because even them booking a call doesn't necessarily mean that. I mean, well, obviously they're not a customer until they sign on that line
and pay.
Yeah. So sometimes there's actions you need to do even after. Maybe they book a call, don't show up. That can be a different funnel. Mm-hmm. Maybe they book a call, have the call with you, don't sign up, so there's also different.
So then you can activate. So basically you need to have an email sequence for all scenarios.
I think you need to think about it, even if you're not ready to create an email sequence for those scenarios. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't have sequences for like, oh, you booked a call with me and didn't show up, or you booked a call and didn't sign up. Mm-hmm. But it is something to think about because those are still leads that you can nurture.
Yeah.
But back to your question, I would say, so let's say day one is them signing up for the lead magnet. And then we talked about it usually takes 7 touch points. So let's say their only touch points are the emails. It could take 30 days
to get to the bottom of the funnel.
Yeah, for them to feel comfortable to book a call with you. Maybe they read every one of those 8 emails, you know? And that's okay. That's why you want to continuously like be bringing people in to the top of the funnel, new leads.
Because it's easy for people to fall off. So it's like you're casting your wide net. If you get 20% to stay and get to the bottom of the funnel, that's a successful funnel.
Yeah, and it's like it takes people a while to
warm up
through. Yeah, and usually the people that are warm are like just really good. They're like your fans, your followers and stuff. So you have to kind of be patient with it. So the more people that you can bring in, they'll be at different timelines. Maybe they've been getting your content for 5 days or 15 days or 30 days, you know? So you'll have people that are in like...
Or so you have like funnel lurkers, like people that are crowded at the top of the funnel but haven't opted in. And you need to keep doing things to keep them engaged and keep them in until they plop in the top of the funnel.
Yeah, it's your target market.
Okay. This is good information. You know, I actually am slow, really slow. So like I've heard of what funnels are multiple times, but this is probably like the best explanation of how they work. You've explained it to me. Other people have explained it to me. And I'm like, funnels do not make freaking sense at all.
Yeah, I remember you said you had like a horror story with the funnel or you...
Oh my God.
What happened there?
And nothing worked, right? So we put ad dollars at the top of the funnel. We put ad dollars at the middle of the funnel, but I don't think anybody ever opted into the top of the funnel. Like it just failed. It was a huge flop.
What were you offering?
We were offering 3 financial habits. That was the lead magnet. 3 financial habits to scale your business or become more profitable, something like that.
Okay.
Like 3 habits that you can implement in your business to become profitable, like off the rip, right? That is attractive to someone with a business who's not profitable. Although, so that would then suck them down into the funnel to try to do our not lower end, but like our small business offering, which is Empower, Thrive, and Scale. So Empower, Thrive, and Scale it's like a done with you accounting where you get a lot of guidance from us and our team. You get like expert information and you get courses that help you understand the importance of like having like financial foundations and like just knowing how to read your numbers to make good decisions in your business, which will help you to make financially sound decisions that will help your business to scale. And then hopefully we'd grow with them and they would opt into our done for you like account, right? So people who need to be more profitable probably don't have the money to, well, everybody wants to be more profitable, but people who are looking for habits to really instill are probably don't have the money for our like done for you bookkeeping. So we want them to go into this program where we help grow together. Like we curate a community and it just made more sense for them to be there. But the funnel flopped. Like nobody wanted that lead magnet, or I don't know, maybe our content wasn't there, but we have done like an audit to figure out like what didn't work or what did work. So all that to say is it's not like an exact science. I think it like takes work to really figure out what people need from you. Like you have to trial and error. You have to keep putting it out there and figuring things out to really know where the needs are, like understanding the needs of the people that fit into the particular funnel. And I also think that the lead magnet needs to match like the end. So you have to really like do a good job of saying like, this is the product or service that we're trying to sell with this particular funnel, and like make sure that all the parts of the funnel lead to that product. So it has to like make sense and be very cohesive. And I think there were probably some parts of that funnel. I think it was pretty cohesive from a content perspective, but like, I don't know.
Well, it sounds like it was the top of the funnel issue.
Yeah.
The issue was getting people to opt in. Right. So it didn't even matter how great the emails were or whatever, because
did nobody get an email? Not one.
So the things that needed to be analyzed from that is so some of it is language, like what was the title of the funnel? I mean, not the funnel, title of the lead magnet. Like, is that something that is going to appeal to people. What is once they click your ad, did you guys have clicks on that?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
But nobody like opted in.
So that means that the ad was good. If you were happy with the amount of clicks that you got on the ad, and you weren't happy with the amount of clicks?
No.
Okay, so you wanted more clicks on the ad. Okay, so that sounds like the ad needed to be analyzed. So there's multiple components. So basically, wherever you were not seeing the result, analyze that, and you either have a marketing expert kind of review it. You might, in your case, you guys might want to go with the outside person since you had inside, to review it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe another outside, and then
but share good feedback. I think there's feedback. There are things that we can do to improve.
Yeah.
So I think but it all really works together it is understanding what humans want.
Yeah.
It's difficult to understand what motivates people to do this thing or that thing. Accounting and finances and money isn't always the most attractive thing to talk about, and people don't like talking about.
Well, I think that means that the copywriting, like you got to figure out what the language is that's gonna like get reaction, get some type of response. So I think,
or was the language in the ad not matching what they expected to get when it got to the lead magnet? Like the ad could say one thing that gets a lead magnet, and they're like, oh, this isn't what I expected.
And it's even before the lead magnet is a landing page that they land on from the ad. So that's something else to analyze. So you gotta break it.
So it's a number of things. Like I know we have work to do, and I'm sure like it's not an easy thing to figure out. Like especially for new owners who might be leaning toward organic funneling, just because money is tighter when you're new. Like really having these things figured out with no money behind it is amazing, because then when you actually put money behind it, it'll be that much more impactful because you'll be reaching even more people.
Yeah. And I just recommend like always having people trial things. So like if you are, if you're creating the lead magnet and you're going the route of not wanting to do much ad spend, or maybe you do want to do ad spend, but you don't want to trial it with the ad, like you don't want your money to be played with. You want to make sure you're getting,
because I ain't got no money to play with him.
Yeah, get some people, find people that are already like in your target market, have them go through at least the initial steps of the funnel and get their feedback.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and you can always do surveys too. I know sometimes people are like, this is a lot, and they're not going to fill it out, but surveying, current clients, past clients, prospects, anybody. I would say usually you're going to survey people who are already on your list, but getting them to give their feedback on something.
Like what attracted you to our business? Why did you decide to follow us? Or why did you decide to opt in to something? Things like that.
But it could be more specific too. Like if you have a free lead magnet, and you can tell them, like especially if you have a good relationship with them, you can say like, hey, we're thinking about like offering this new free guide. What do you think of this title? What do you think of the look and feel? What do you think of the landing pages? Is something that you would opt into? Like saying that type of stuff would be helpful.
Okay.
I have a good experience with the funnel that I'll...
Please, let's end on a good note, please.
So my first year of full-time entrepreneurship, I created a funnel, and that funnel led to my calendar being so booked that I had to, for the free consultation calls, that I had to open up more slots and stuff. It was like people were booking like crazy. And how this funnel worked, or how it was, is basically it was a Facebook ad to, at that time I was talking to female service-based business owners, and I was talking about different results that they wanted. Like they were trying to scale their business to 6 figures. They were dealing with this, dealing with that. So I was very specific about who I was talking to in the ad, very specific about the issues that they were facing. So when they're reading it, they're like, that's me, that's me, that's me. And then very specific about the outcomes that they wanted, ideally. So I did that in the ad.
That comes from knowing who your target client is very well, inside and out.
Yeah. niching. So, you want to be a specialist instead of a generalist. You want to be focused in on who your target is. But that linked to, so it was a Facebook ad, and it linked to a landing page, which again was very specific, gave my little bio, but really had it was all about the language, honestly. And then that led to, once they opted in there, they had an automated webinar that ran every 30 minutes that they could watch or could not watch. But once they opted in, they got a serious email. So that worked really well for me. And at the end of the webinar, I asked them to book a call. So this actually sped the sales funnel. They went from joining to, a days. Oh, which was great.
That is amazing.
But even if they didn't book a call, then they still got those emails that was telling them to book a call. So I think it's really in the language and stuff. And I think, this is something I offer marketing strategy sessions where we can review things that you're creating. Because I think you just need an expert to really, either an expert or your target market, to put their eyes on it. Because a lot of times, if you don't have any background in marketing, I know how you were like, I hate social media marketing. If you don't have background in it or whatever, what you think, is
what you think is good is not good.
It's not that it's not good, but it just might not be
effective.
Yeah, because it's sales too. So
yeah, I'm an expert at some things, but outsourcing is a great thing. So if someone wanted to use your services to get help with their funnels and kind of get similar results to our positive outcome of funnels, how could they get in touch with you? How could they, talk to you about trying to do that?
Yeah, so if you want a marketing strategy, 1 hour marketing strategy session with me, you can either go to marketingandmaintenance.com. So that's actually my monthly program where you can get marketing strategy advice. You can also get website updates if you have a WordPress website. I offer my marketing strategy sessions at a discount. So I typically recommend going that route because you can get the best
bang for your buck.
Best deal. It's month to month. So yeah.
Awesome. That would be great.
Okay.
As someone who's in marketing and maintenance, it is very helpful because our website, for whatever reason, doesn't like to stay active. It likes to crash all the time, but
technology is
created way. You have helped us to not crash so much.
Yeah. You don't have to crash yourself while the site is crashing.
Yes. I was like, I don't know how to fix this. I just reach out to you and you fix it. So thank you so much. Thank you for your team.
You're welcome, girl.
Okay. I think, is that all for funnels? Is there a last funnel
words of advice? Let me see.
I have one as someone who has failed at funnels.
Okay, what was yours?
Don't give up.
Yeah, I was thinking let the funnel work for you.
Right.
Don't work for the funnel.
Yes.
So I think
that's better.
It kind of ties back to automation, computer love, automate this thing so you don't have to think about it, because these are actions that you should be taking either way. So even if you don't have the funnel, you should be emailing them pretty regularly and stuff. So create this stuff in advance.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry.
Because who has time for all of that?
We don't.
Every new person you want, that's a lot of time. So automation is cheap.
Yeah.
That's dope.
All right. Well, what are we cheersing? I know.
I feel like you are the expert today, and I think that we should toast to. You should come up with that toast.
Okay.
This is your bag, for real, for real. Okay. I've learned a lot today. So
good. I love funnels. I'm a nerd. I'm like a marketing geek, but it works for business.
And that's who I need doing my marketing, is someone who's into it as much as you are. Because girl, it ain't me.
Yes, but okay. So funnels is really about making money. It's about booking more calls. It's about growing your business. So I'm gonna keep it, simple, and let's say cheers to your business growth and getting more clients.
Yes, cheers to more clients. Hallelujah.